Today I'm interviewing Ephraim all the way from Alabama in sunny southern USA. He's been smashing the Forex markets, trading some pairs that American traders don't often trade. He's managed to scale his account and make some withdrawal and then make some more profit on top. So I think you'll be interested to see what he has to say. Ephraim, thank you very much for joining me all the way in lovely Alabama to talk about your trading. Congratulations on your scale-ups and some of your withdrawals and profit. The reason we're doing this interview is so some of the people who are looking to pass funded trading tests and also sort of, get some tips and hints and things like that. So we're going to talk a little bit about you as a trader and then go through some of your trades on MetaTrader, if that's good.
Yes, great.
What about you then? What's your trading history? What's your background with it?
So with my trading history, I pretty much got introduced to trading about 7 years ago. It's around 2014, 2015, and I got introduced to it through a MLM company, how most traders got introduced to it.
Okay.
So once I was introduced to it, I was just wanting to learn how to trade, and I really wasn't learning how to trade with a certain company. So I just went on myself, watching YouTube, and failed miserably, right? So trading my own money, failed miserably. I probably say I lost about $10,000 over the course of those years of just trying on my own. I would try a strategy like every week or every month, a different strategy. And, if it worked, it worked. If it don't, it don't. And just kept trying and kept trying. And I really got serious about trading this year. I left my job in February, right? I left my job in February and I was doing some crypto platform trading, and I was doing pretty good on it. And some things went bad, especially during the crypto crash about. So after that, I was like, okay, what can I do now that I know how to do as a skill set? And I just went back to Forex, and I learned that I was not a person that can hold a trade for a day or a week, stuff like that. So I quickly learned that I'm just a scalper, and I honed in on that, and I stayed with it, and I became very profitable on it.
Yeah, just going on your trading journey, essentially. I think we all go there, don't we? You start out, you think it's pretty possibly do a trading education thing, and it
Right.
turns out not to be quite as good as they promise, and then you end up
Yeah.
trying on your own, and then you end up failing, and then you end up, at a lot of point at that time, people either give
hmm
up or they sort of try and figure out what works for them. And it sounds like you've done that. You found your time frame, saying that
Right.
you like to be on relatively short term time frames, and but
Yeah.
then equally you found you like Forex rather than crypto or anything
hmm
else. So it's just about finding that personality. It sounds like you're in a
Yeah.
bit of a sweet spot in your journey.
Definitely. Definitely. And it was a lot of learning. I would say that it was a lot of learning, and I would say I watched somebody say that the reason why you would never quit Forex. And it was really because when you start Forex, it's like you grow a passion for it. It's like you always want to learn something. You always like to look at charts and patterns, and it's like you get so immune to it. So that was just me. Like I really grew a passion for it, and I can never leave it. Even though I lose money, I still want to get back in the market. That's just been my passion for it, and now I feel like it's just paying off all the years of losing and learning on it. So
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have that sort of love of the game, as it's sort of said in sports
yes,
psychology. You got to enjoy it. If people just come into trading just to want to make money, then
yeah,
they
that's
often
right.
fail. But if you actually enjoy all the aspects of trading, not all of it, it's not always fun, but you
You're
actually
not
enjoy the challenge of it and things like that, then that's generally the route to success.
right, definitely.
Okay, so just looking at your MT4 trading account, just I need to grab my pen actually. Where is it? There it is. You can see you started off on a 100k live account. You managed to make 10% on that, scale it to another 100,000. So you're now at 200,000. You withdrew $10,000, which is great, and now you've managed to make some more profit as well. So you're doing really well at the moment. That's fantastic
Right.
to see. And what I really like about your trading is, you're cutting your losses. I mean, these look quite big, but relative to a 100 or 200k account, they're not. You're $50, $100, $600, and then you come back and then make some really big trades. And obviously, this big monster trade here, which I've got up
Right.
on stream as well. So it's great to see you sort of cutting the losses and running the winners.
Definitely.
What's the sort of rationale behind this short here then? This I mean, this was only lasted 15 minutes and it made $9,000. So that's
That's
a
all.
pretty good scalping.
Yes. My strategy, really how I use it is the London Open, right? So London for me starts at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. So uh, I'm normally on the charts about 20 minutes before the market opens, and I'm usually just looking for breakouts. So I know the direction of the market from the higher time frames, probably about 4 hour, 1 hour, normally what I'm looking at, and I find imbalance in the market, right? A place where price has not came back to yet. And so I find that imbalance in the market on a probably higher time frame or even like a 15 or 30 minute. And that's why I kind of target to either that or normally I'm going for like 50 pips, just a standard, right? 10 stop loss, 50 pip profit. And so on the 5 minute, I normally just go down and I wait for a breakout, or a trend line breakout or a lower high breakout. And I just keep it simple. Once the momentum of the market starts pushing past a lower high or the trend line, I'm getting in. I'm not waiting. I'm just go ahead and put my trade in, and I set it 10 pips, 50 pip profit, 10 pip stop, and I just go with it, right? And that's pretty much all I'm normally doing.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that here with this long position you took here. I guess you had that sort of sideways range going into here, and then all of a sudden on this, when the volumes come in on this Japanese yen, sorry, pound yen pair, the
Right,
market sort of exploded up here, and you've managed to ride that breakout there and take some nice profit on that.
right.
Yeah, that's really, is
And I'm
that sort
normally,
of,
yes, that's normally all I do, all I'm doing, and I trail my stop loss. So after every probably 5 minute candle or 3 minute candle, I'm moving my stop loss below every low of that next candle. So if it decides to retrace back and it hits my stop, I'm good. I haven't lost money. So that's pretty much how I manage my risk, and I'm okay with not reaching my target all the time. I'm okay with that. If I'm up 10 pips, $1,000, whatever, I'm okay with that and hit my stop loss. I'm good. I'm going to sleep. Right.
yeah.
So that's pretty much how I manage my trades as well.
Happy to take money off the table in that respect. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I can see exactly why
Yep.
you do that there. Do you use any indicators or anything, or is it just purely price action?
Indicator I use, I'm normally marking up on my trading view, and I use a CCSMA 50 moving average.
Okay.
Most of the time I just use it just as like direction, just to kind of like see the market up under the 50 EMA or below the 50 EMA. So that's pretty much I use that. And I just started to play around with um, a high and low indicator. Really hasn't been haven't been using much, but just playing around with it on higher time frames. But normally that's the only indicator I use. But I'm normally just getting up at London session and just trading the opening of it. And I just like to keep it simple like that and just keep it the same way every single day. If it breaks above a high or a low, I'm getting in. Or if it breaks a trend line, I'm getting in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think keeping it nice and simple with the price action, particularly the volatility that we're seeing in the
Mm-hmm.
market at the moment, you are seeing those pretty spectacular breakouts happening. So yeah, it certainly makes sense to target those. Yeah, I mean it's unusual. I mean, not to stereotype, but U.S. traders generally often looking more at the Nasdaq and the Dow and things like that, and or if they're
Yeah,
looking at currency pairs, it's usually always
yeah,
US dollar. It's not There's not
right.
many US based traders who I see looking at the pound and yen, for example. So it's
Yes,
interesting
I,
that
I can't I
that you
can't
found
do
that.
it. I really can't do it US based because for me, what I noticed, and this is why I lost a lot of money at trying to trade the New York session, and a lot of news come out for some reason. Like a lot of news come out during New York session, and it always messes with me with trading. So, and I'm always like losing a lot of money trying to trade through news or hoping that the news don't go against my strategy. So
Yeah,
I found that GJ is just like a perfect pair. It's to me it's just a perfect pair. News really not coming out at 2 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm able to see my trade work within my strategy and work within market structure because oftentimes when news come in, it can go against market structure before it actually levels itself back out. So
You've just got to find what works for you, haven't you? Yeah, it sounds like you've done that. That's great. That's great to hear. Rather than trying to trade everything, just find a couple of pairs that really
hmm
sort of appeal to you. What
Right.
sort of tips would you give to someone then who's aspiring to be a funded trader?
Oh, I would say never if you get an account with a funded trader or you're trying to get with a funded prop firm, go with that instead of trying to use your own money because I would say for me, right? Um, I was looking for a prop firm and I was looking for a prop firm that I can just pay up front and just get the account. And I was doing some research and I came across you guys and I was like, wow, it seemed like a really great model. And I seen the one phase experience option. And I was like, I can do this. And there's
Mm.
no time limit. So I was like, okay, I can really do this. It's not like any other with when there's a time limit, 30 days, 60 days or something like that. So I went with it and for the prices at and the amount that you're able to receive once you get your live account. I mean, to me, it's like a no-brainer instead of me trying to build 1,000 to 100,000, right? Most people don't have 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 laying around. So you got a couple hundred, and if I know my strategy works and I have the psychology behind the trading, I know I'm able to receive this account. And just for me, my journey with you all, you know that I had an account and lost it due to something I didn't understand fully, right? And I went back in the next day, got the account again, and since then it's just been pretty good because I understood the rules, and things of that nature. But I would always say go with a funded account, honestly, especially as a new trader. It gives you more it gives you more confidence knowing that you're able to trade a bigger amount and really see real good profits.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. No, I totally agree with that. And
mhm,
yeah, there's certainly some good points there. Interesting to see some of the
right.
ways you trade, the strategies, keeping it relatively simple. So yeah, thank you very much for your time. I'm sure the people who are watching that have got plenty out of that, and hopefully we'll be able to give you plenty more fat withdrawals.
Right, definitely. My plan is to be. I don't know if anybody has hit that point yet, but I want to be one of the first to have $1 million account with you all. So, um,
That would suit us. You keep scaling.
definitely, definitely.
All right, bye bye. So thank you for watching. I hope you found that interview valuable. Please have a look in the description below for our Discord link. Join our great community of traders. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and here are some more videos for you.